Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hey sir, what's up? Hello, Disobey. What's up? Hi Quiff. How's it going? Hi. Yeah, I'll be starting the content momentarily. Just give me a sec to set up in game, please. Uh, yeah, for sure, for sure. Hey Scott. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Yeah, it should be a very good one to farm indeed. Yeah, I think so, Quiff. I will be running master indeed. Um, yeah. I don't mind doing, yeah, for me, I guess with that specific one, I usually, as you know, I tend to do master lost sectors, but for that one in particular, I feel like the difference between legend and master, due to the strategy, the time difference is not that significant, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, I'm just gonna do the master version. All right, all right, hopefully this works. It's just showing me my character. Yeah. I have an Ingram to turn in. Yeah. That's what I'm here for. I forgot what I came to the tower for. I think I'm gonna start. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Fate. I am new to the D2 Lost Sector community, in the sense that I've joined the Discord recently and through the introduction of Eoterra. So, shout out to Eoterra. Um, yeah, I'm fairly new to the community. This is my first time streaming for the channel, so everyone welcome. Yeah, look, today we'll be forming the Bay of Drowned Wishes, which is a Dreaming City lost sector for Legs. I believe Legs is the featured exotic today. Um, I don't really, I guess I don't really do speedrun. But I do try to be as quick as I can, to maximize my loot. But as I've done in the past, as I've learned in the past, Master Lost sectors sometimes can be tricky. You might be doing 10 plus runs with platinum rewards, but not getting anything. So it's all kind of RNG. But on average, Master Lost sectors are rewarding. So yeah, let's see what my luck is going to be like today. Give me 1 second, actually. Okay, yeah, so I will be playing on my Warlock today, and I was doing a GM earlier, so that I was running this, but usually for this one, I like to run my Vesper build, just because I'm going to try to go as fast as I can. There will probably be some very ugly deaths because I'm trying to be fast. But we'll see how it goes. I don't usually just I don't quit runs because the time is bad or anything. I'm just here for the loot, to be honest. So yeah, so the loadout I usually run for this one, at least for this season, is I run a Until Its Return shotgun with the cascade points, and then I run Forbearance. Thank goodness they fixed that for the ad clear, and then I run a tractor cannon. Yeah, to stun the Overload champion, and to also give myself a boost in dealing with the champions and the boss. So. Oh no no no. No, I saw some of the Shaco Boys runs. They were absolutely fine. He was very speedy. All I'm saying is, yeah, you'll see me die to Screeps here and there, probably. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. Last time I did this, I think the Arc was in rotation along with Strand. Today it should be Strand and Solar, but I'm still gonna run Arc just because, yeah, I really enjoy running this build for this last sector. As you'll see in a sec. You'll see the skip I do in the beginning. I actually did not learn this skip until pretty much the beginning of this season, when a friend told me that the first champion and the subsequent, I think 2 champions can be actually skipped. So you'll see what I do here in the beginning. Oh, give me a second. Let me see. Hopefully you'll be hearing it momentarily. Okay. All right. Yeah, Forbearance is great in the sense that, yeah, I'm probably gonna die straight away. Yeah, unfortunately the timing of that is off already. Yeah, we're off to a great start. Yeah, the other thing great about Forbearance, obviously, is the heal that you gain from multiple defeats. Yeah, so that champion right there, we just sort of skip. Normally, I don't take this much damage if you run right off the bat. Yeah, no problem. And this champion will be here, pestering me, but I'm just gonna leave it. I'm over here, blinding to my rift. Cascade points blocked. Yep, the door's already open. Oh, he's in a good spot. Stun. That next wave already spawned. Oh, right, I'm just gonna heal real quick. And boss spawn up. Oh wow, you kind of right away. Oh my goodness, there's no way. I can. Oh my goodness. Sorry everyone. I am a bit sick, under the weather. I've been sick for a few weeks due to COVID, but I can't believe this. Right off the bat, unbelievable. This is actually one of the exotics I'm seeking better rolls of, so this is definitely gonna help a great deal. Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah, that's definitely streamer loot. I should stream more often. That's funny. That's funny. Make sure I have all the right stuff on. Yeah, I do have discipline armor on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think when you proc cascade points, it's like really, um, really strong. It's, you can see like it's very like the rate of fire is increases significantly on that shotgun. All right, sir. Yeah, my friend's helping me. Uh, yeah. I found lost sectors because I'm always seeking better rolls for my exotics, trying to make better builds. So it's one of my pursuits in the game. Yeah, I am indeed doing farm. This is definitely one of the better lost sectors for this season too. Anything, in my opinion, that's sub 2 on a master is definitely worth farming. Yeah, you definitely get them down quite quickly. Yeah, are you gonna die here? Maybe not. Okay. Right, Pawn Cascade, yeah, still. Time on Cascade is still there. Oh, please don't hit me. There we go. Yeah, I really love that shotgun, especially because it's strength. Yeah, it just absolutely deletes champions. And Tractor obviously just helps with the debuff. I think you see the champion deleted even more quickly, and the boss for that matter, when you proc Tractor. When you have the arc sync is what I mean. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me. Yeah, this is fine. I can delete this safely. Yeah, I think I will. I just there are a lot of great strand weapons, but this is definitely one of my favorite. Believe it or not, because Forbearance obviously was broken yesterday still, so I was like, oh man, I really want to use Cascade Point. So I went onto D2 Foundry to look at what other shoddies come with the Cascade Points, and actually Aikilos come with it, and it's solar too. So I was contemplating running the Aikilos shoddy with the Stasis GL. Unfortunately, Stasis GL obviously doesn't have the chain reaction, but it does have Unrelenting. I think at least my row has it. So I was contemplating running that. And so the first thing I got on the game today was I went to test out Forbearance, and yeah, it was working. I was so happy about that. Yeah, it's huge. This makes me so happy. You have no idea how long I've been hunting for certain exotics with that. Like Second Filament, especially with 68 with the right distribution. 68 for us account because it is a because it's Witch Queen, right? It's post Shadowkeep, which means 68 is the highest stat it can get. So I basically first row was like a max stat with a great distribution. I'll definitely take a look at builds momentarily. Probably after the stream. Yeah, Foundry is very helpful. Extremely helpful. Yeah, that happened. Okay, this might be tricky. Let's see, where did it spawn me? Oh, it spawned me here. How nice. Usually, sometimes And so the tricky part about this running this loadout is the fact that not see how I don't have Rift anymore. Now I kind of have to wait for things to come together here. I'm trying to surround myself with the enemy so my Rift can come more quickly. This happens all the time, so now I have to survive. Let's see. I do have a Screep here and there still, and there's a champion in the back. On my back, I can hear it. Now it's just a matter of waiting. So you can see my Rift is the only thing I'm relying on to get the unstop, especially because I only have one unstop to kill. That's why I'm not running like an unstop weapon. It's fine. I'll have my Rift back now. Yeah, high speed, high rewards. Yeah, for sure. So this is the beginning champion. You don't have to worry too much about it. If you do end up like killing it, it will spawn additional champions, but you can safely just ignore them. Okay, we're through. Oh yeah, for sure. I just cannot imagine myself playing this game without Dim, for example. Impossible. Especially when I used to rely on Dim to make to try out different loadouts, to look at loadouts. I remember those days. Oh yeah. Yeah, I started making builds like way before D2 Armor Picker, but at one point, I can't remember when it was, because the way I play characters is especially with the armor stat or like I guess in a way it's like your character power creeping over years, right? I usually like to do rotations of characters. Like for example, ever since Lightfall has dropped, I've been playing pretty much mostly on my Warlock, because I want to update my Warlock builds and stuff like that. I remember I saw my Warlock has gone through quite a few iterations. I remember one of my friends introduced me to D2 Armor Picker. I basically never looked back. It's especially with I think his name is Miyago. Like updating it like quite frequently. I don't think he's done any updates since the beginning of this season. But still, like the versions he has is very, very powerful, very, very useful for me anyway. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. You can see when Cascade Point doesn't proc, it feels like it's so slow. Yeah, he's awesome. I'm probably gonna die here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I did. Okay. Did I cast my Rift that time? I did not. Thank goodness. It actually spawned me here too. How very nice. Alright. So some residual Screep, that's fine. They're still gonna get stunned. My nade was doing work. I imagine that champion will be pretty weak. Yeah, that Rift is OP. Very, very weak. At this stage, I'll probably... Oh, no. Not when the other champion has caught up with me. Yeah, I was going to say, at this stage, if the other champion's not with me, I could probably just brute force it. But my Rift is going to come back very soon. Can you hear one on the other side? Great. Stun one of them. The other one the other one's smart. Oh, there you go. He got stunned. That's funny. Oh, no revives left. Oh, no. Alright. Well, let's see. Alright. Okay. Oh, yeah, for sure. Every time like I get like an exotic like this, um, I like basically go back in and then look at my all my builds and stuff. Especially now, like I have certain, I kind of for most of the exotics, I know what I'm looking for, and I try to enforce, for myself anyway. I try to enforce the zero waste standard. I try to optimize my builds that way. So there are very specific things I look for when it comes to builds and exotics. This actually made my day. I don't believe I actually got like a better sequence filament. Oh, those lovely screams. The other one's catching up a little bit. Heal me, please. I wish the blinding from the elemental orbs actually stuns champion, but they do not. There we go. I feel that. Oh, where are you? There you are. Geomag. Okay. Well, let's see if it's actually over 68. This is pre-Shadow Keep, so let's see. Holding my breath. Let's see. Oh no. Nope, not quite. Let me see. How many shards do I have right now? 29. Okay, I feel like I could afford. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna bring my current CCAN over and delete it. It's definitely not as good as the one I just got. Yeah, so this is my current one. I like this like distribution a lot more. Also the fact that this is base 66 and the other one obviously 68 max stat. Deleting. Perfect. All right. I'm pretty confident I can make a better CCAN build with that. So let's see. All right. Yeah. So this is my current Geomag. This has a like a minor recovery, so it's actually base 68. But because it's pre-Shadow Keep, you can definitely get over 68 for that. So if I can get a plus 68 Geomag with better with like equally good distribution, I'm definitely calling that streamer loot. Spawn up. No, the other guy caught up. It's okay. Real quick here. on that. I want to say yes, Disobey. Not only from, yeah, I want to say definitely, because yeah, you can. How does it work again? Oh yeah, you catch those exotic fishes, right, and then you turn them in. Yeah, I've definitely gotten some wild ones, for sure. Oh my! Did it just increase my power? Oh, okay, it did. All right. Cool. I can't remember the PB I got for this one. I think when it was the Arc Surge with Strand, I definitely got a sub 130 for this. Um, it's like it's between 120 and 130. I can't remember the number. But yeah, like you can see, like what I like about farming lost sector like this is, yeah, you're trying to go fast, but at the same time, if you do screw up here and there, you're not like gonna get penalized too hard, I guess. So you're looking at anywhere between like 130 and 2 minutes, right? That's what I love about this. Because otherwise, like if I'm like for example, I remember what was it again? Bunker E15, for example. Like that one, I used to really like it because I feel like I could do it like somewhat fast. But now these days, I feel like you have to run the right. You have to wait when it's the right surges and the right sort of modifiers for it. Not modifiers. What I'm saying, the like the seasonal artifact for weapons. Because certain weapons are just like quite awkward for certain lost sectors. So, but this one, as you can see, you can definitely do it very fast, very forgiving, even if you screw up. I'm gonna reroll with you, Crip. I didn't know that such a thing existed until I looked. I'm like, oh wow, I guess I do have a lot of players. But like I said, I'm not really doing it for like the number of players. I'm really just trying to reiterate my build so that they can become better. And as someone who has sort of closely studied the stat distributions and how we gain power creep, especially with the LIFO changes to the Artifice armor, you definitely feel the difference or the need really to grind better exotics, better builds. It's just like, you know, like a pursuit in game, I guess, just like anything else. It's for me, it's just like this is one of my pursuits. There is an ad alive somewhere. There it is. All right. Oh, wow, that happened. Awkward. Alright. I guess I didn't jump high enough. Alright. Ooh, tricky. Unifaction. Nope. I know for a fact I have a better pair. Actually, let me take a look at. Excuse me. Not it. That's not the role I'm looking for. Rapid hit firing lion. Unfortunately, supremacy exists. I'm just gonna delete that. Yeah, Stony, this is indeed master. I don't think so. I can check for you though. I can do a legend run. Let's see. Hopefully the server is not acting up for us. Yeah, so for this one, I think if you run on Legend, I did try to run one earlier. Not try to, I did run one earlier just to double check. Yeah, first off, to answer your question, yeah, you get the same surges. So, strand damage and solar damage. If you switch to Master, it's the same thing. It's the same elements. For this one, if you run on Legend, Yeah, there's I think additional modifiers on master, right? Um, Weight shields. How many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 modifiers. 2, 4, 6, 8. And it's actually the same number of modifiers. I do wonder if they seem to be the same. Very interesting. This is overcharged sniper rifle. Yeah, also. Very interesting. Yeah. I can do one legend. Legend, it's very it's very similar. I think the only difference is in the boss room. The second, actually, it's the last champion you have to deal with is not there. Otherwise, they're the same. Is that new? I actually haven't paid attention in the past, so I wouldn't know. I probably shouldn't have shot that, but that's okay. Okay, they'll be blinded. Yeah, you can see this part on Legend. It's I think the top lanes have already spawned. So you can see that champion is still there. That unstoppable champion still behind me, the one that from the spawn. But this part more or less is the same. Oh, thanks for the boost. Oh, that might send me to my death. I'm okay. Thank goodness for amplified. Yeah, see, this champion is still here. And yeah, you can see there's no overload here, so you just need to clear these. And the boss. You can tell the time is more or less the same. It's about 1:30. But obviously, you do more damage on Legend. It's slightly faster. Thank you, it's Mercy for rating. Welcome everyone, by the way, to the stream. My name is Fate. I'm doing the Lost Sector farm for the D2 Lost Sector channel today. Nice to meet you all. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Let's go. Thanks, Cliff, for keeping track. I actually don't I think other than today, I don't remember the last time I did like Bay of Giant Wishes on Legend. I must have done it like in a very slow way, because I remember I was still like I said, I didn't know you could skip the first champion until like the beginning of this season. So I basically was killing all 3 unstoppables at the beginning, and then the additional one that spawns, obviously. So yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Ooh, this is tricky. Second, there we go. Okay, we're good. Let's go. It's in a good spot. Put my nade back here. Oh, okay. That's the chest. Shako, I'm not sure what that abbreviation stands for. What does MCM mean? Oh, okay, gotcha. The seasonal artifact mod. Okay. Oh yeah. By the way, yeah, this really helps. The elemental embrace because you're amplified all the time, and those abominations deal arc damage, and it really helps in terms of survival. But obviously you have to be amplified for that. But it's very easy to achieve. We are on in general on all three arcs classes really. So. This one. Definitely cross cascade. Oh, they jumped down. Thank you. Oh yeah, for sure. Give me a second. Okay. Kill me there. Boots of the Assembler. That's lead for me. As per Crip's question, so here are the mods. So I might run something different on my anyway, yeah. So this is my standard Vesper build. I pretty much run this build like wherever I go when I run Vesper. You arc grenade Jots targets, obviously. And then because I'm running Pulse, I want to make sure they linger to give me the extra Ionic Trace due to my Electrostatic Mind. Because collecting Ionic Trace makes me amplified. So they all like work well together. And then because I'm often because I'm running forbearance with the grenades and all that, I'm always amplified. So rapid defeat targets gives me an orb power. That's very useful because the orb powers collected will boost my my grenade and class ability because I'm trying to throw as many grenades and cast as many rifts as possible. And then finally, because you're running Vesper, the whole point is to be surrounded so that you can get your rift back quickly. That's why it makes a lot of sense to run Spark of Resistance. That way it allows you to play aggressively, but also surviving. For the most part. You can see I died quite a bit. But yeah, Screeb, Explosion, and whatnot, OP. Obviously, the two aspects to run are the Electrostatic Mine and Arc Cell. I think yeah, I usually just run Ball Lightning, but if you're relying on the melee to stun the Overload Champion, or like if you're seeking an additional means to stun the Overload Champions, you can run that as well. But I usually just run Ball Lightning. As for the armor. Give me a second. As for the armor, because you're casting Rift a lot, I run Dynamo to get my super, essentially. Because you're, upon casting a Rift, right, you're getting your super, so you get your super more quickly. So that's why it's absolutely fine to run just tier 3 super. And then on my gauntlets, I believe I have the bolstering destination, so that whenever I damage an enemy with my grenade, I get my class ability back as well, or energy back, I should say. And then obviously with the grenade kickstart to throw more grenade. I think for this one I have arc resist and void resist. That is tied to this lost sector, because I think it's incoming arc damage increase, and yeah, technically I think I don't really need the void. But yeah, I just run it, I guess, in general. I think you can switch it to arc, really. Yeah, it will make little difference here, I feel like. Again, on boots, I'm running the arc weapon surge, even though you probably don't need it for forbearance. I just run it because why not, to boost the forbearance damage. And then finally for the class item, I run Hall for Attraction just to collect the orbs upon casting a Rift, and then the Reaper. Obviously, after casting my Rift, any defeat will generate extra orbs. So you can see, it's all about orb generation and casting your Rift and throwing as many grenades as possible. Yeah, I believe I run the same. I run the same fragments and aspects. So usually, what I do is, I think in, like, for example, in any activity, like let's say Altar of Summoning, for example, if I run this build, once I have my super, I just switch to Chaos Reach. You can see the distributions are exactly the same, obviously with different armors. But yeah, the aspects and fragments are the same, so that's why that way you don't lose your super. But I think when I run Fallen Sunstar, for example, again, same distribution, but this one I think, I am running Spark of Amplitude. I think I switch between Spark of Amplitude or Spark of Eons. Yeah, just because you're specifically collecting Ionic Trace from this exotic. But yeah, usually for aggressive play, I just run Vesper, because yeah, it's blinding, unstop, arc shot, like everything just works so well together. It allows me to play a lot more aggressively. Like in this week's GM, for example, like when it was last season, I think we were running 3 Vespers, and it was a lot of fun. But this season, because it's not Arc Surge, I think I was running Fallen Sunstar actually, just to sort of play more on the safe side. Yeah, it is. It's the blinding to unstop is fantastic. Sorry, I don't have notification turned on. Welcome to the stream. Hey, it really is. Love it. Oh, it caught up with me. Last week caught up with me. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Unfortunately, it spawned me right at the beginning, but that's okay. Yeah, I know. I love that shotgun. That used to be my favorite thing to do as well, because, you know, that's before you can spend materials to upgrade your weapons. I used to just run specific weapons if it pertains to lost sectors. So every time I complete one, it gives me like percentage. I think it's like 12%, 13%, something like that. I remember it was one of the Earth lost sectors, a really glitchy one that everyone was doing for sub 1 minute master. I remember I basically upgraded like an entire weapon that is from 0 to like 16, like in one session, because it was so fast. Yeah, this happens. You can see I haven't really gotten. How many exotics have I gotten today? So far, I want to say 4 or 5. I've gotten a Geomag, like one of each, right? Sican, Geomag, Lunafaction, Boots of the Assembler, Lunafaction. So yeah, 5 pairs of boots so far. How long have we been doing this? 40 minutes? Oh, that's not bad, honestly. I'm happy with that. I remember running the moon one on master. I was it the communion one? I can't remember. It's crew quarters. I remember like it was during last season. I did at least I want to say 12 in a row without getting any drops. I was getting frustrated. I think this is worse than before. I personally think it's better than before. At some point last season they buffed it, right? I feel like ever since they buffed it, it's like it's better. Believe it or not, that's just how I feel. Explosions. Oh, they have spawned. Sorry, I was watching stream. Goodness. Fair enough. I hear it. I never played year 1 D1, so but I hear the drop rate was bad. At least when the game first came out. Already have my grenade. Okay. Yes, it is indeed Cascade Point. I basically use it like I want to be honest. I think I've used this shotgun pretty much exclusively in Lost Sectors. I don't really use it elsewhere. Not like yeah, I don't really use it elsewhere. So all these kills, all these levels you've seen here are from Lost Sectors. But yeah, I roll with Corkscrew, Extended because extra mag, but you're using auto loading anyway for the reload, and then Cascade Point. I love it. Increase handling. Yeah. It does, yeah, very much so. I think once you proc it, it's very very strong. You can see, especially when it's Strength Surge. I love it. I absolutely love this thing. The reload cancel unintentionally. I mean, yeah. Snorri. Ooh. I might die here to the sniper. Oh, I'm good. Oh, nope. I spoke too soon. Guy caught up with me, but that's okay. The main area is cleared. Oh, he spawned me here too. Very nice. Awesome. Shako, I feel like it will be, to be honest. Look at how quickly that rift charged. Incredible. Yeah, because if they're gonna tune Stasis as a whole, to basically buff it or whatnot to increase its usage in the game in general, I can definitely see them being basically promoting it by giving us Stasis Surge too. For sure. Choose Ingram. Yes. So you want plat so that like your loot is not like screwed up, because if you get gold, I'm pretty sure the chances is decreased for that. Obviously, I have not done I've cleared like master lost sectors just to get gold a lot, but I remember just like that's a while back, at least when it first came out. Just very much like the GM. If you achieve gold, then your chance for like extra loot is dropped, right? So that's why you want to achieve platinum. There's a lot of like intricacies, I guess, when it comes to like if you're actually forming lost sectors for exotics. Um, there's quite a bit to it, in the sense that like there are things that I guess you don't really like see on the from the surface. Let me give you an example. For instance, like when it comes to certain exotics for certain classes, like for example, boots on Warlock is absolutely fine because you don't have a whole lot of boots to begin with. But if say you're farming arms on Titans, last time I actually farmed it, I believe it was 1 in 13. I believe it was because there were like 13 different arm gauntlets for Titan, right? So your chance of farming that is like get what you want is actually really is kind of low. It's not really in your favor. So that's why I'm really glad they introduced the exotic focusing at Raoult. Like that's a really good change. I was talking to my friend like a while back, like if they could introduce like certain like, so you know how the system they have right now for basically tying exotics to different years, right? And then let you focus and stuff like that. Imagine if it's tied to like specific lost sectors and like their locations. Like for example, because if I'm farming Bay of Drawn Wishes, right? Because it was a lost sector that obviously came out with Forsaken, then I should, like, let's say it's leg day today, then I should really only be getting Forsaken leg exotics. How cool that would be. I mean, the same thing with Europa ones, right? That came with the Beyond Light and Witch Queen, etc., etc. But I imagine it would be quite difficult to do with like different locations to actually sort of spread it out like that. But I just think it would be like a really cool, because like the loot pool for certain exotics is like for certain exotics is very diluted for certain class at this point from lost sectors. Especially you see the drop rate. Even now master, the drop rate isn't that great. I want to say sometimes you get crazy loot like on master. Like you can see at the beginning of the stream, I think I got 2 exotics back to back, right? Sometimes it just happened like 4 or 5 runs in a row, but then it happens when it just doesn't drop. It's yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Based on what Shakuboy was telling me the other day, I feel like Legend might be the way to go, honestly. I feel like, especially when Lost Sector, there's a significant time difference between Lost Sector on Legend versus Master, then Legend is probably the way to go. And they're definitely faster. But this is definitely one of my favorite Lost Sectors, just because I know this is a little bit silly, but I sometimes, when I'm seeking an exotic and it finally drops for me, I would like note down the source of where I got it, and I just based on my memory, Ophidius Rest. Oh, that no one saw that. Excuse me. Aphelios Rest and Bait of Drowned Wishes have been basically my good luck charm in the past. Just I've gotten some really good exotics from these two lost sectors. I mean, Aphelios Rest is like probably one of my all-time favorite. Yeah. Gosh, it feels so slow when you don't have Cascade Point, even though it's a rapid fire frame. Nope. Oh, kind of shy. Going in here. There we go. I need to get out of here. Hey, but you get enhancement cores though, right? Why not? Yeah, exactly. I know. This is also. Oh, let me see this story I got. Is it? Maybe I have to compare it with the one I have currently. Yeah, if you look at the loot, this is what I like. Sort of, one of my like I wouldn't say concern. It's just like if you look at, I don't know how you can even check it. Maybe from here. Yeah, notice how like it would say like on Legend it says uncommon enhancement cores, but if solo it's like it's rare. I feel like when it comes to enhancement cores, I want to say like I pretty much get it. It's like on average you just literally get 2 every run you have. So if you clear them, you just keep getting enhancement cores. And yeah, I've often heard from like new players that how enhancement cores, even though it's like an essential currency, they just have a very difficult time getting it, and that's actually true. Like, but like it's not immediately clear that you need to farm lost sectors to get enhancement cores. I feel like Bungie could probably do a better job when it comes to advertising that, but they're changing the whole currency economy anyway, so shall see. Yeah, you do. Definitely do. I haven't really been paying attention, but I want to say every run I've done so far, I was getting cores to drop as minimum loot. I'm gonna clear that one. Get those. Oh my goodness. It's very satisfying when Cascade Point procs on that weapon. Very, very satisfying. Oh yeah. Up late. Oh, another Geomag. Haterade. Oh, hopefully I'm not butchering your name. There's another. I don't know if you know this, but there's another good reason to do these, because you can see how the seasonal engrams keep dropping for you. So if you still have if you're still missing weapons or patterns or whatnot from past seasons, you can basically pick them up, pick the artifacts up from the war table or the is it past? Yeah. So these legacy artifacts, if you pick them up, those past seasons engrams will keep dropping for you when you clear these lost sectors. It's like if you have all 3, so far it's 3 seasons into this year, right? The way the loot is distributed is sometimes you can get 3 engrams to drop. It will be 2 from one random season and another from most recent season. and whatnot. It's like it's a really good engram farm too. So if you're missing, for example, the pattern for Imperial Decree or the class-specific swords from War Table, then this will be a very good way to farm them. It's very quick, especially when it comes to Lost Sector, right? You can see like how quickly you can clear them, regardless if it's Legend or Master, depending on the Lost Sector, obviously. But it's a good way to sort of just farm engrams, or if you're looking for specific armors, certain stats. Each season's artifact allows you to focus them as well with like very, very spiky distributions. So also definitely, because I know like Imperial Decree, at least when it first came out, I feel like the drop rate was bad. So if you're still missing the pattern for it, definitely pick up those artifacts. Or if you're missing like certain weapons, patterns from past seasons, it's definitely a very, very good way. Oh, let's take a look at that Geomag, shall we? Oh, that is so unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Mobility is way too high. Yeah, definitely a shard. So that's what, 6 drops? That's not too bad. I've had a lot worse in the past when I farmed these. So. Like I said, I'm just happy that I actually got the better Sican. I'm getting hit by that sniper. Okay, get out. Oh boy, yeah. I didn't linger there for too long. Yes, it is, indeed. You can, as long as you have the engrams, but it is still obtainable, indeed. Oh my. Another pair. All right, we will take those. Yeah, no worries. Ooh. Actually, maybe. Oh, keep it for now. The one I sort of look for when it comes to pre-Shadowkeep exotics, I'm really hoping for 68 plus. Unless it has like a distribution that just works perfectly with the rest of the armor. I want to say 3 so far. Yeah, 3 so far. Also, in my experience, I want to say like when you do, at least on Master, when you do like when you go on like a long session of farming, what tends to happen, I noticed, is that it's like it would like repeatedly give you, I want to say 3 or 4 exotics. It's like, okay, these are the exotics you're gonna get today from this Lost Sector. It will just keep giving it. I actually don't mind that because out of the repeated ones, like I tend to get one that's like usable or better than the existing one, and I just rinse and repeat. But that's like sort of just estimate really, especially with so many exotics to get. I think Warlock has a lot of arms too. I remember farming arms the other day. tricky. Thank you, Forbearance, for saving my life. Alright, that's perfect. Move me out of there. Oh. I feel like I was killed by, okay, interesting. Not sure what physics killed me there. It says Stalker. Okay. Very cool. I'll put on the roof here first. There we go. Hog Cascade. Okay. Oh. Alright. I don't think it can be better than that. Yeah, there's no way. All these new exotics, I feel like, yeah, the chance for them to drop even below, sorry, above 65 is rare. The fact that I got a max stat today, it's nuts. Like, actually, of all the Sikan I've gotten, like, I can't believe it. I finally got like a really good one with max stat. Amazing. Um, it's more so for, it's more so for like completion. To be honest, I'm trying to like basically make, you know me, I try to make like miscellaneous builds for like pretty much all the exotics on Warlock. I know when I set out to do, like, I'm actually a Titan main, but when I set out to do Warlock, I'm like, I'm only gonna make the essential, update the most essential builds for Warlocks. I've gotten to the point where I might as well just like update them all. So I want to say with the new one, the Briar Vines, right? For that one, giving you the Oversoul for weakening. I personally feel like that one is better than Sikan. Yeah. Because you can only proc Devour when you're on Void class. That one. And you have just so many options for Overload now. Even from weapons. Oops. I'm probably dead here. Oh, maybe not. Lightning helps. Oh, yikes. Kill me. The blinding, because the rift, it casts blinding periodically, right? So the blinding helped me survive there. It's so good. It's not a constant blind, obviously. I feel like that would be absolutely broken, but even periodic blinds are just so useful. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna do maybe just a couple more, and then I'm gonna pass the stream to sorry, I mean to I'll pass the host to Quiff, and then he's gonna host someone. But yeah, it's been I'm absolutely chuffed today. This is more than I bargained for. Oops, excuse me. Mm-hmm. Let me take a look at my story. What's my current story? You know what? I'm just gonna chuck it in my vault for the time being. Let me make sure. Oh, that's great to hear, Cliff. Oh yeah. I hit so hard. You should be blinded. There you go. Perfect. Oh my. But you do see what I mean, right? Even within within this hour of streaming, I've gotten 3 second filaments and 3 geomags. Right? Yeah, it tends to just give you focus on certain exotics to give you when you farm. At least what I've noticed from the past, which is good, especially if you're looking for certain things. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's do one more. Let's see. Yeah, it's random. I try to when I first discovered this sort of pattern, I guess, I was very excited. I was like, yo, yeah, I remember talking to a friend about this. I was like, yo, this might be the trick. This lost sector only drops these certain exotics. So I had my friend try do the same thing with me. He got completely different set, but he was basically getting the same sort of pattern in the sense that he was getting RNG drops, but it was a different like. But again, for something like this, you definitely need a very large sample size, and everything needs to be documented to be properly analyzed, right? This is just me based on intuition, and so definitely take it with a grain of salt. But just speaking from experience. That time is a sniper. I know that champion is very, very weak. Okay. And got stunned again. Might be finishable, actually. It is indeed. Perfect. Bye. Okay, perfect. Enhancement cores. Yay! Alright. Cool. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I want to shout out to to Eoterra again for introducing me to the community, and also to Quiff for giving me this opportunity to sort of stream content. Definitely not done this to a large audience before, so was very excited about this, and this was definitely a very unique experience for me. So thank you. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, thanks everyone for following and tuning in. I think next time it's gonna be it's gonna be Eoterra streaming Metamorphosis. I don't remember the date, but yeah, I can. I mean, I can probably just screenshot it, to be honest. Send it to you later. Yeah. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, GG's. Thank you all very much. And I think, like Quiff said, we're gonna raid definitely, right? Yeah, they're doing Crota help. So thank you all again for tuning in. Yeah, like I said, I think next time it's gonna be Eoterra streaming Metamorphosis farm. So make sure you come back and tune in. I'm sure his run will be a lot more entertaining because he just runs everything very fast. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. Take it easy. Bye now.